Podcast fam. Today we're bringing you founder and CEO Mary Wilson of Spa Royale. Mary is a proud graduate of the University of Florida. Go Gators, baby! With a degree of sociology and business, she is a licensed nail specialist, esthetician, and massage therapist. I cannot believe I said that all the way through perfectly. Back in 2003, Mary wanted to create a day spa experience that was exceptional in every way to provide that true escape from everyday life, something we all need once in a while, definitely in a COVID-19 world. In today's show, we talk about providing a personal experience in the social distance world of 2020 and 2021, ensuring an incredible customer experience, Google reviews, firing customers, and so much more. Enjoy today's episode. You are listening to WHOA Podcast, coming to you from Gainesville, Florida. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the WHOA GNV Podcast, the podcast bringing you businesses and individuals that make you go, whoa.
That wasn't harmony, but, you know, we're working on it.
We were so close. We just had that amp going. What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Can you believe this? So this episode released on March 29th. We are already a quarter of the way through the year.
COVID is still here.
But, you
I can't believe it's been a year. Can you believe it's been a year of this mess? A year. Mary, a year.
I know, a year. And we let March come back again.
Right. What were we thinking?
Anyway, I'm excited to kind of dive in.
Things are trending the right way, though. I mean, we're recording this, March 9th, and I mean, there's things to look forward to. Vaccines are getting rolled out, whether, you know, whatever. It looks... If you're an optimistic person, there's plenty of reasons to be optimistic, and hopefully we can start moving far away from all this stuff now that we've hit the year mark. I don't know.
Be optimistic, everybody.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
My optimism hasn't left me, you know.
Yeah, man.
But
well, let's get going on today's episode. But before we do, we gotta give so much love to the people that make this possible, y'all. I just wanted to give lots of love and appreciation to my guys over at the UF Mover Guys. Podcast fam, if you're moving in between houses or business locations, be sure to contact our friends Brad and Jordan over at UF Mover Guys. They have the crew to get your move done. The UF Mover Guys are licensed and insured and will move anyone, anything, anywhere. They don't have temp labor workers. They are professionally trained team members. They have over 600 Google reviews with a 4.9 star rating. They offer fast and free, no obligation estimates, and they take zero money up front and make sure you are 100% satisfied before you pay for their services. Give them a call at 352-415-0886. Again, that's 352-415-0886. Or visit them at ufmoverguys.com. You can also hear their story and about their business by jumping back like 40 episodes to episode 102, where they were featured right here on the show, baby.
that's 42 if you can math.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to check out episode 82 while you're out there surfing through the archives, where we had Kevin Lytle from Gainesville Harley Davidson on the show. It's always fun to talk shop with those guys. Gainesville Harley Davidson is a huge community supporter and has become a sponsor of this show. We thank them so much for that. There's always something fun going on at Gainesville Harley Davidson, so be sure to check out their events and promotions page at GainesvilleHarley.com and follow them on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know of all the exciting things they have going on. Always great food, friends, music on hand at bike nights. Those bike nights are the last Friday of every month from 5 to 9 p.m. I know they also have that annual chili cook-off, which is also a huge draw and a lot of fun. You can visit their showroom just off of Northwest 39th Avenue and I-75 in Gainesville. Call them at 352-331-6363 and visit their website at GainesvilleHarley.com. At Gainesville Harley, you're not just any rider, you're family.
They're our family, baby.
They're our family. Love Kevin and the gang over there.
And you guys, I want to give mad love to our own Sarah Lenz and give her a little shout out for this amazing scavenger hunt that she is doing. It's with her team from Fishin' for Vision and the Florida KidSite Foundation. Come celebrate the senior class of 2021 by participating in a scavenger hunt all around Gainesville. Grab your family, friends, and of course your graduating senior to have all eyes on deck to embark on the hunt. Prizes will be awarded with the winning team earning $250. Register today at facebook.com/GNV scavenger hunt.
Don't forget the slash.
Don't forget the slash.
It'll send you somewhere you don't want to go.
She said last time I forgot the slash. I don't know if that's true or not. But Facebook.com/GNV scavenger hunt. And definitely support our amazing team member, Sarah Lentz, and this incredible thing that she's doing. Fishing for Vision and the Florida Kidsite Foundation.
You get me excited anytime you talk about scavenger hunts, so I'm like interested.
Mike's in. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. You guys, I'm excited to get into today's show. Today, we have Mary Wilson, founder and CEO of Spa Royale Day Spa, which has been serving the Gainesville community since 2003. Mary, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here. You've been serving the community longer than New Scooters for Less
Right. I was
has.
gonna say, way to one up.
I know, way to one us up. We were here 2004, 2003. Gainesville has changed a lot
It sure
since
has.
2003.
Oh my, has it?
So I'm excited to hear all about your story, your journey. So take us back to the day where you decided you wanted to get into this business and I don't know, all of it. Tell us your story.
Well, let's see. Let me go all the way back to 2003. I actually was at the University of Florida. I was a student at the University of Florida, and I was actually going to school for veterinary medicine. I had gotten into college for agriculture, and I was going to become a vet, and that was my dream, and I was going to do it. And then physics started and all these crazy classes, and I realized really quickly that I am not that smart. I was like, yeah, it was just like, whoa, let me just rethink this, because all this,
Nope.
it's not going to
going
happen.
that direction.
That, and also I realized that, getting into that, when you get to the other side of veterinary medicine, where it's not the fun part, I was like, I'm going to be that veterinarian that's like in jail because I'm not going to let you have your dog back because it's not being treated well or whatever, so it was like that kind of thing. So anyway, I changed majors. I switched over to business and sociology at UF, and while I was doing all of that, I was also in insurance school. I was a little bit of an overachiever, I think, looking back, actually. But yeah, I was going to be an insurance babe. I was going to do all this stuff and all this business, and, run the family company and da-da-da-da-da. And then I found that I didn't like any of that. And what I was doing to get myself through college at the time was nails. I was a licensed nail tech, and I worked at a spa, and I loved the spa. The spa industry was just like my love. And, and doing all of this business stuff, and I mean, oh my gosh, nobody told me that business is like a math degree. Right? Like, I mean, it's awful.
much.
It pretty much is, but nobody tells you that, I mean, like, I still have yet to use calculus. I'll never forget that weed out course. It was awful. But anyway, so, yeah, I just, I found that where my passion lied was in that spa industry, nails. I love that. And I came up with this idea. I had worked at several spas in the Gainesville community at the time, and I knew that, I don't know, I felt like I could do better, I felt like I could really deliver a much better spa experience, using top quality products, really caring about providing a nurturing, healing place for clients. I just felt like, the spas that were around, I mean, they were good, but there was something lacking, you know what I mean? I feel like that human connection was lacking in just delivering that entire spa experience package, that, I don't know, it's not just get you in and get you out type thing, So anyway, I decided I'm going to open a spa. And at the time I was married, and my father-in-law was an amazing businessman. And when I pitched my idea to him, he was like, what? Because, I was going to do all this insurance stuff, and take care of apartment complexes and da-da-da-da-da. And I put together my plan, and he was like, you know what? I think this is amazing, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to support you in your decision. And nobody could believe it, because he was like, hardcore, like serious, like.
What kind of business was he into?
Construction and owning apartment complexes and building. He was a civil engineer. But anyway, from that day forward, I started planning, and then I went to esthetician school. And all the while I was still at the University of Florida. I actually opened my spa in 2003, and I didn't graduate from the University of Florida until 2004. I like to finish what I start, I guess, right? So, I have a sociology degree and a business degree, but I haven't really, that's not what has been my passion in life. My licensing is where it's got me, where I am. So when I graduated from UF in 2004, then in 2005, I decided to go to massage school. So I'm a licensed massage therapist, esthetician, nail tech. I do it all.
So when did you get your license for nail tech?
1997.
So you had already done that before you started at UF?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I would work part-time jobs doing nails to get me through college and that kind of thing.
And then you were doing the esthetician stuff side by side with your degree program?
Yeah.
So
I was crazy like that.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm telling you guys.
Didn't like college life? Or?
No, just in thinking back, I'm like, how did I do all this? I really don't know, because I did a lot. You know what I mean? I was overly busy. I kept myself overly busy. I don't know. So it's sometimes I find myself having a little less patience with people that are like, I just can't, because I have to, I've got to do this. And I'm just like, no. You can. You're choosing not to, because I know we can do a lot more than what we put our minds to. So
What year did you graduate?
2004.
2004. All right. So you it was very similar kind of construction as to what I did. It was you actually started the business before graduating. I mean, I kind of remember, so mine was in my last semester, and I really remember being in that last semester, and here you are. I'm kind of I'm done with school at this point. My mindset is I'm so done with this, but it's all right, I'm so close. I just got to finish.
Got to finish.
Just got to do it. You got to do it. Yeah, I mean, were you just dying to get out of school at that point?
That senioritis.
Yeah, man, for real.
Listen, and I'm going to tell you, my professors were amazing at that time. It was all about communication for me, really letting them know, look, this is what I've got going on. I don't think I'm the normal student, but they were so kind and so flexible with me and just really helped me. And I think that's why I was able to, continue and finish and get that degree that I proudly hang that I don't use.
It's crazy, because if you look back at our time in school, right, that really the only entrepreneurial focused classes were principles of entrepreneurship.
That's it.
Did you take that with Rossi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So principles of entrepreneurship, that was it. That was it. That was the only entrepreneurship class there really was.
That's it.
And then it's funny, because as soon as we get through graduation, now we got businesses. I'm like, now a few years later, now you can get your master's in entrepreneurship, and now you can get your master's in social media. And it's all these extra degrees and graduate programs started coming out. I'm like, dang, they should have had that back in the day, man.
Right,
I probably would have gone.
Where would we be right now if that was,
just I don't know, more entrepreneurial classes would have been awesome. But anyway, it's funny because that one class is still the class that I remember. Right, and Professor Rossi has me come back and speak. It had me speak multiple times in the class since. Yeah, it's been really, really cool. So I don't know, just interesting stuff. So talk to me about the process since. It's been a long time since 2003.
Oh, man.
So
wow,
what has the journey? What is the entrepreneurial journey since you started?
Well, it's been, I think, every entrepreneurial journey. It's got its ups and downs. It's challenging. It's perseverance and staying the course, being persistent.
Have you always been in the same location, or?
No, actually,
where'd you start at?
I started by the mall, where Painting with a Twist is now, next door to McAllister's Deli. I was there for 10 years. I leased that place for 10 years, and then moved to Tower 24 in 2012, and I was there for 8 years. And just recently was able to actually purchase my first building. So
congratulations.
Dude, I'm still I can't believe this happened. I just bought it in November of 2020, Yeah, 2020.
Something good that came out of 2020. How about that?
Man, and it's my dream building. It's a building that I wanted 3 years ago, but I was like, oh my God, I can't afford that. I think I talked myself out of it, and I was just like, and then something happened this year, and I was like, I saw it again, and I was like, I need to reach out. I need to like see if I can do this. Why not? Why can't I? You know what I mean?
So what was that thing? What changed your mind over the 3 years that gave you the desire to like go after it versus 3 years ago when you didn't?
Confidence. I think, doing that 75 hard program and changing my mindset and being like, not
This was a
not
program she was
talking-
telling us about before the show, everybody,
Right.
just so.
Yeah. I mean, it just, not limiting myself, you know what I mean? Like getting uncomfortable and pursuing something that, hey, I've worked 18 years of my life, and to have a business and with the rent and everything that I've paid, oh my goodness, if I look back, I'm like, whoa, I could have had like 2 of these now.
Yeah.
But
That's a dangerous game to play.
Yeah, but it just, everything fell into place, man. Everything fell into place, and it was just like amazing, and it was a true blessing, and I'm so excited, to now own my own building, and the building is massive. It's way bigger than I ever dreamed. It's funny because I had downsized a little bit, because after where I was in my original location, it was 2008, 2009 recession. Mm-hmm. So, went through that recession. And as a day spa owner, that's kind of a disposable income type business. Right. It's also one of the first things that a lot of people, can cut out. However, I feel like, it's not just about getting pampered and a luxury. It's also about your wellness, and stress relief and really taking care of yourself. And so when, people get that benefit, of really escaping and being able to relax and get away and just really like fill their cup up and just do something for themselves. Just watching that change in their livelihood and their everyday life and everything is just rewarding, So that's been pretty cool, to watch.
I'm literally like right now, like 10 different questions as she's speaking. I got so many different things to talk about. My first would be like, let's kind of, I would love to kind of hear about the 2007, 2008. I mean, was that like your first trial in business since 2003? You started in 2003, things were kind of good, pretty smooth sailing.
Listen, yeah. I mean, I was able to, I started the business when I was 30 years old. And by year 5, I was $1 million company. And that's without hair, which was really cool. Like I was just strictly a body spa, so we did massages, facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, natural, all that stuff, but no hair. So that was like pretty amazing. And I mean, we were coasting, we were doing great. It was amazing. Then boom, the recession. I literally went from, having like per se, like $100,000 a month to $44,000. Like it was cut in half like that. It was crazy. It was so stressful. And I was just like, what can I do? I've got to save my business. I believed in my business so much and I loved my business so much that I was willing to do whatever I had to do to save it and to continue, but it was hard because my rent was astronomical at the place where I was at the time because I was by the Oaks Mall when the Oaks Mall was something, back in the day. So yeah, I mean, I had to get creative. I mean, I sold pine trees, real estate, everything I had to do to keep my business afloat. No joke. So we got through that and we rebounded and I was like, okay. And then I decided, it was time to make a move. And at that time, when we moved to Tower 24, I downsized a little bit because I was like about 5,500 square feet in my original space. And then I moved to Tower 24 and, downsized a little bit and I felt comfortable. I felt good. We were doing great and we did really well. And then...
Were you very growth focused up to that point? Like when you start, I'm always curious about, somebody who decides to open up a small business. Mm-hmm. It's like... I instantly got into it. I was like, oh, we're gonna take this thing to $25 million. It's like this mindset of like grow. And I think along the journey, you're like, oh, wait a second. This is maybe this is not what I want. So when you stepped into the game of business,
right,
were you very like growth mindset, or was like, no, this is just like I just want to have my own job, my own my own work, my own lifestyle. How focused were you on growth, I guess?
I was pretty focused on growth. Like I really wanted to grow my business. It was important to me to be able to provide jobs, in a really positive and healthy environment for people, because it just, there are a lot of places that you can work that aren't so healthy. And so it was important to me, to grow at that time. And then, when I scaled back a little bit, it's what I needed. I wanted to scale back. And
was that for you personally, or was that, an effect of the recession?
It was for me personally, but it was also because of numbers and where we were, I wouldn't have any wasted space because in my previous space, I had, some wasted space. So basically I cut out wasted space. So I maximized the new space that I was in. And now, talk about downsizing, now I tripled in size. So she's massive, but she's beautiful and she's mine.
So
amazing.
Talk to me about this, because I'm, I hear, the entire world has been affected by COVID-19.
Yes.
And my first inkling is that business would go down and be bad because, social distancing and nobody wants to be touched.
Right.
Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me for a massage.
Can't really give you a massage socially distant.
I even saw these. Sure. Yeah, I even saw these memes with the hand from a distance like this.
Yeah.
How the hell did you grow?
So listen. This is what I've learned. Okay, this is what 2020 taught me. When the whole shutdown occurred, I was like, wow, I've been in business for 18 years. Never in my life, well, as you know, right? Never in our lives, in our entrepreneurial life, have we been just shut down. Just told, no more, done. Everything that you worked for your entire life stopped overnight. That was it. So I had the choice. I had to make a choice. I'm either going to get down, cry, be upset, wallow in desperation, or I'm going to get creative and I'm going to look at this as a challenge and I'm going to embrace it and I'm going to totally do the path of least resistance, and what is for me shall not pass me. And that was my attitude, and that was actually my motto for January of 2020 was the path of least resistance. Really just allowing what is for me to manifest and not be trying to control it, So when the shutdown occurred, man, it was like, whoa. So it's like, whoa. I had to get creative. I'm like, what can I do? What can I do to still stay in front of my clients, to still, keep the Spa Royale business alive in some way, shape, or form? Because at that time, I didn't know what was going to happen. Listen, I own a day spa. You can't, there is not, it's an intimate business. You know what I mean? We're in people's faces. There's no way to socially distance a massage or a manicure, a pedicure, or a facial. There's just not, So I decided that I wanted to do little boxes and send them, deliver them to my clients. And that's what I did. I literally became like Mary Prime. I would, even if it was just a candle, something that I could take to them that was like a happy mail, happy box, a manicure kit so they could take care of their nails since they couldn't come to the spa, skincare, candles, whatever I could do to make them happy. And so every Friday we had curbside pickup where we would, fill orders and deliver them. And then it became like an everyday job. Literally I was driving around with my dog from house to house, dropping things off at every front porch. And so from that I created my spa box. And now that's a monthly subscription spa box that I send out all over the world. So that was a pretty cool thing to come out of the whole shutdown. And also I learned...
All over the world? So
Yes.
this is taking you from a Gainesville business to...
In the U.S. continental U.S. But yes. Yeah.
All right, so you're shipping all over the country now.
All over the country. Yeah.
I mean, that's an opportunity that would not have been there if it hadn't been for a pandemic.
Exactly.
Wouldn't have been seized.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been seized in the
Yeah,
moment
exactly.
anyway.
Yeah.
You might have come across it later in the career, but like it was
Yeah.
because of this. You're like, all right, I'm gonna do this thing.
And then,
It's awesome.
and then this is the other thing, you guys. Like, I also learned how much our clients love us. Like, how much of an impact my business has actually created in this community. And you guys know why. Let me tell you why. Because I have a wellness membership, right? And I was prepared to stop everybody's memberships because I was like, I can't take your money and I'm not able to deliver your service. I'm not able to give you that massage. I'm not able to. Do you know that less than 5 out of all of my wellness memberships clients canceled? They kept supporting us even through the shutdown. Like, it was amazing. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like,
That's awesome.
wow. Yeah. And so feeling the love from the community and just knowing, that I've created a place that really means something to them. And it was just like, I don't know, it was just awesome to really feel the love, like to truly feel the love, and when it came time to reopen, well, when we were allowed to reopen, I literally had a Zoom meeting with my team and I asked them, I was like, what do you guys want to do? Because I was prepared to go, like, to just be done with the business and do something different or reopen. But I wanted it to be up to my team. So I literally left that decision up to all of my team members. We had a Zoom meeting and every single one of them wanted to come back to work. Every single one of them wanted to get started on providing that safe, beautiful, nurturing, healing space for our clients again. And it was just the most incredible thing, because my team all wanted to come back, and my clients all wanted to come back. And it's because of that we're still here. And it's been such a blessing, such an awakening, and then to be able to buy my dream building and expand and grow. I mean, it's just been amazing, honestly, amazing,
So you had to shut down, right?
Yeah.
Like, what time frame were you shut down for?
2.5 months.
Okay, so you reopened. It was kind of like mid-March when it was all happening, right? So
Yeah.
when did you reopen? Do you remember the date?
I don't remember the date, but it was like towards the end of May.
Okay.
How many team members?
Similar timeline to us, right?
We have 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we reopened around June 1st. We were never completely shut down. Service department stayed open, but we went back to whatever normal was, open to the public at capacities or...
Yeah, I would have
around
argued
June
that you were
1st.
an essential business.
Yeah.
Mary's an essential business. The stress, do you know the stress that I'm under right now?
Listen,
I need that
I
massage.
know.
Let's go.
I know. I mean, we definitely, clients would send us emails. You are essential to me and I can't wait, things like that. And it was just like so awesome and so sweet, and such a blessing to know how much you're loved and to have the validation, because this is another thing, since I started my business in 2003, like, being extremely clean and providing a healthy environment is so important to me that, we would always get we'd get some from people, because it would be like, they'd call and be like, well, I can get a pedicure at the mall for $19.99.
Oh, yeah.
And yours is like $55. This was back in the day, now it's a lot more than that. But it's like, I use top of the line ingredients and we use hospital grade disinfectants and da 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 da. And what's happened, which has been really cool, is that I've seen a ton of our old clients, which, listen, everybody has a budget. And I'm not going to be mad at you if you can't afford to come to the spa all the time and you need to, take a break and go somewhere. That's fine, But what I did find is that a lot of those clients that used to come to us back in the day have resurfaced, because guess what? They know that at Spa Royale, they're going to be safe. You know what I mean?
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, totally. No, you really do. Like,
mean,
you really do. And that was something that, was really cool, to get some validation on doing the right thing for so many years, and then it coming back and they're back because they know, they feel safe. And, not only that, I mean, when I rebuilt this new place that I just bought, installed like air scrubbers in all of my AC units. And, You gotta check it out. Air scrubbers. If you don't know about the air scrubbers are amazing. But they totally like clean the air and purify it and destroy contaminants on surfaces and stuff. Like, it's really cool. And people can breathe so much better. It's amazing. But, just above and beyond, a little above and beyond, to make sure that, we're as safe and healthy as possible in our space,
So how'd you get the deal done on the real estate? Because I just feel like during this time, some personal experience. A lot of the banks were like, hey, we'll look at the numbers, but we want to wait this thing out a little bit. They were being really conservative. Like, they were really like, we want to kind of see how this plays out. We want to make sure everything kind of gets back to normal.
What are you talking about? Mary just rolled up with a wad of cash and said, this building's mine.
Is that what you did, Mary? You just threw down cash?
Definitely not. No, we were able to.
I mean, because there had to be some hesitancy in like, hey, like, we can't finance this for you because like you were shut down for 2.5 months and we gotta like see how this plays out.
Oh, right. But it was a blessing. Let me tell you, like, I actually was able to buy this building from one of my very own VIP members.
Oh, wow.
How awesome is that? Right?
Awesome.
Like, amazing. And everything just worked out perfect. You know what I mean? Like, everything just fell in line, and it was just like a true blessing. I actually worked this deal, you guys. Like, you guys, like, we go to Vermont every October. We spend like the New England fall out there, right? And we actually move there for the whole month of October. I worked this entire deal while I was in Vermont, in the woods. I'm like, when I'm out there hiking, it's like, I got one more. I can sign this document. And I was like, so I literally worked this entire deal when I was
man.
like,
Yeah,
that's what we do, right? Got to get it done. Got to figure out a way. But it was really cool. Like, thinking about that, I'm like, man, I'm like literally in the woods, like making these deals, real estate deals. Like, it was awesome. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So, are things normalizing for you? I mean, you've moved into this new location.
Yep.
You've been in that location since November? What'd you say?
Well, I purchased it on November 3rd. And
you moved
actually
in.
Today is our first one. We've been in there for an entire month. So we literally just moved in there.
Okay. So beginning of February is when you got in there.
Yeah, February 9th we reopened. It's been awesome. Like, I am telling you, like, you guys, it's crazy. Like, I am just so humbled, by the outpouring of support from this community, and just like, it's been great.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. 18 years for this moment. Definitely not an overnight success type thing, but
there's always good energy too, right? When you're in the process of making that transition, that move, like, I bet the team was like really into it. I remember when we moved here, it was so exciting.
Yes.
We were moving into this building, it was just so exciting. There was a lot of activity going on. Everybody was kind of amped about it.
Yeah, totally. And I've got like so much more coming. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I'm adding a salon. I've never had a salon, and I'm going to be renting out rooms to individual hairstylists. Because you guys are going to have to come visit.
Yeah.
It's
You're going like total transformation.
Total. And I'm also opening the Honeycomb Cafe because I've got the room, and so we're going to be able to sell beer, wine.
So you really don't want people to leave?
Coffee. No, I want to be your destination. I want to be your true escape in Gainesville, in the middle of Gainesville. Like, when you come and you feel like you're in a whole nother place.
Do you ever get stressed out? As an entrepreneur with all these resources and benefits, you get stressed out. You're like,
yes.
You're like, oh man, like, I need my own 2-hour massage right now.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
People think that I don't get stressed out. That as a spa owner, everything's always like so relaxing and wonderful.
I need you to keep your voice down over there. This is a spa.
Are you your
Shut
spa's
up.
best customer? I guess that's the real question.
No, and sadly, I'm not. That's a problem. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah, I feel like you should be your number one customer.
I should. I really should.
Oh man. That's awesome.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about the experience, though, because we talked a little bit about differentiation when you decided that you were going to go after this niche, because it very much is, and I've had limited experiences with even getting a massage. I think I've had 2 in my life.
We're going to have to change that.
We're going to have to change that. And we're going to talk about it, too, because I got some stuff I want to say about it. But one thing that's true about it is like, especially if you don't pamper yourself enough, like you don't ever want it to end. Right. So what I'm getting from you, and I kind of want you to just like elaborate a little bit, is like, I joked about like you not wanting people to leave, but what is that experience like from the time that they book, whether it's a massage or whatever? Like, how do you bring these people in and just make them feel like they don't have to leave, like they're on vacation, that they can like milk this as long as they want because it's a vacation for them. It's a reprieve.
So I just surround like my team. Okay. It all starts with my team, honestly, because they love what they do. We are so passionate about what we do. It's an honor for us to have you come in and allowing us to work on you, right? So we want it to be a wonderful experience from the moment you walk in. Like when you walk up to our space, you're going to hear the fountain, you're going to hear the wind chimes. It's going to set that, it just feels so good. You're going to just get in that mood. You come in, you're offered warm hand towels by the front desk girls. They escort you to the relaxation lounge. Your therapist comes and gets you, provides a bomb-ass massage, a killer facial. And then, they escort you out. You're able to relax in the sauna. I've got a salt room coming. I've got a rooftop area that we're going to be working on. And, we love what we do. And I just, we just want to be that place where you come in and you feel comfortable and you feel, genuinely cared for. Like everybody that is on my team loves people and loves changing. You might come in not feeling so good or, having a bad day and then when you leave, just watching the transformation, it is so satisfying. So
are these things like a la carte? Are they pay per experience? Or is it like if you book this length of massage, you get access to everything under the sun, like type of deal? Or...
Well, so we have packages, so you can come and stay for several hours a day, and we provide lunches with those packages. You can come in and just get a massage. You can come in and just get a manicure and a pedicure. You can come in and just get waxing, So, really, it's up to you. We can customize anything.
So strictly business here. How much of that is like... Are people booking this stuff in advance, like they know what they're going to come in and do, and then they're going to leave only having done that? And how much of it is they came in for this, but by the end of the day they left with this huge bill because they didn't want to ever stop? You know what I mean? Like you do a really good job of upselling them because they're having such a good time and they don't want to put it to end. Yeah,
no, my clients know. They book in advance. They know what they want, and then they'll add they'll add on here and there, but
I just want to spend the whole day.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Right. Yeah. We can hook that up for
and
you.
I'll end up on the rooftop hanging out, watching.
There you go.
You need to be like Clint. You need to have the Collin Austin package name.
Yeah. So is this true? Our boy Clint Asbell's got a package.
I knew you were going to bring him up. Yes, he does.
The Diddy style.
That's right.
It's called the Diddy style.
Yeah, it's the Diddy style.
Listen.
Diddy style package.
Comes with champagne.
All right, you guys. We had
cheese
Clint.
board, right?
What episode was he on?
Listen, yes. So
Clint was on episode 64. Episode 64 with Sheena.
Yes, those are my best friends. I love them.
And from Hale Jewelry and Loans.
Yep.
So he's got his own package.
Yeah, he does. And
how do we get the GNV?
I was gonna say they're calling all the girls package.
Yeah,
calling all the girls package.
That was my MySpace name back in the day.
Got him again.
He likes to bring it up all the time.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, maybe I need a package.
I shouldn't. I was gonna say how much has Clint spent there to get his own package? I'm just gonna be bold and ask the question.
Listen, you guys already know how Diddy rolls.
Yes,
you guys already know how Diddy rolls. Okay.
I do know how Diddy rolls.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Clint and Sheena.
Love those
yeah.
guys. So you talked about how important your team is. Is there something like, do you have like business core values, or like how do you get them unified to the same message so that they can all be focused on creating that experience?
So we meet every single month. Every single month we get together and we talk and we communicate, because I feel that communication is the key to everything. It's the key to success in life, your professional life. With communication you solve everything. So it's really important to me that my team meets regularly, and we just sit down and we talk about everything. And I have a very transparent and open relationship with all of my team members, so we're always open to hearing them. And we're committed to working together and making everything as smooth as possible, making the experiences as seamless as possible, and, their happiness and work balance and all of that is important to me, So yes, I believe in working hard, but I also believe in playing hard too, So it's just a matter of mutual respect and communication and making sure that we talk, that we talk about it, and they know what I expect. They know what Spa Royale stands for, and we work as a team, so we all know that, what one team member does affects the rest of the team. So we always want to be, on our A game, always.
So it's hard in any job, but especially it's underscored in a customer-facing, customer service experience type job where you have employees that really... They can't bring their outside lives or any problems or anything like that to work with them because it's so it has such an infectious ability on the experience, the aura that they provide.
Absolutely,
so,
we talk about that all the time.
So talk about those conversations, because sometimes, even on a small business side, we've talked about theoretically, if you've got a team member that feels like, whatever's happening in their personal life, they know that they can't deliver the customer experience that's in line with the company. How do you relieve that person, reallocate them for the day, or send them home, but maybe you can't afford to do so? We run into these things in small business, but for somebody that runs business like yours, and I got an experience I'll share personally later on, but you don't want if someone's going to your spa to release or to relax, you don't want a massage therapist's aggression on the day bleeding out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you mediate that?
Well, I ask that everybody arrive 30 minutes prior to their services so that they can set up comfortably, they can get centered, and be able to provide their very best. If somebody's having a crisis and just really is not available to provide a really good service, because like you said, energy is transferable. You can feel it all, So what we do, Casey, my manager, who's been with me for 18 years, she's also a licensed massage therapist, nail tech esthetician. I'm a licensed massage therapist, nail tech esthetician, and we are always happy to jump in and take over if we need, because our clients, are our number one priority. So you having a good experience means everything to us. And I will do whatever I have to do. I will get on the floor just as fast as anyone, So I'm not above, providing treatments. I'm not above cleaning a toilet. I do it all, So yeah, it's just important. And we have really good communication, so we know if we need to help out and pick up shifts or, change things around, but always making sure that our clients, are our number one priority, and making sure that we deliver that guest experience that they deserve, is really important to us. And also knowing that, providing spa services is also healing for us as well, too. So sometimes, you can really mutually give each other what you need without knowing,
That's amazing. I would have never considered that, but I totally get that.
Yeah.
That would be true.
Yeah. Because, sometimes giving feels so much better than receiving, right?
So I told you I'd share an experience, and it's as soon as I saw that we were going to do this podcast, I had to talk about it just because I wanted your reaction on it. It was, I don't remember what occasion it was. It might have been Christmas or something, but my girlfriend purchased a spa, or a massage for me, and so I got done with my work day here, and I went back to Jacksonville where I live, and rushed in, but I was the last slot. And so I'm an empathetic person. I'm also very social. I will talk with anybody ad nauseum, and it's hard to get me to shut up. Amen. And so I get into this last slot, and the first thing that the therapist says to me was basically, you could tell by her body language and everything that she was already kind of checked out. And the first thing she says was, I apologize if I don't have very much energy. I've had a really long day, and it's been stressful, and I'm just trying to get through it, right? And like I said, I'm an empath, and so I immediately go to like, I get that, like again, amen. Like I know what that's like, but these things aren't cheap. And this one was a gift, but it was still like, you know, they're not cheap. And I'm going here for the experience. I'm going here for relaxation. And we end up, the massage was fine. Like I don't really have a whole lot to compare it to, but it was fine. But I end up like, it's like I'm counseling her the whole time. Like I'm hearing her whole life, all of her stresses.
So I'm already having a mini heart attack.
Yeah, like I'm talking to her, like it's like the tables have turned. Like I'm like interviewing her, based like, you know, oh, does this bring you joy? What, you know, what, like I'm just trying to get out of her what she needs. It's like I'm her therapist in this moment, and I'm up for the task. But there's also that part of me where it's like I'm supposed to be the customer here. This is supposed to be my level of enjoyment.
Correct.
Like I'm paying for this.
Right.
Why am I the one that's, you know, bringing you comfort? And so that's why I kind of asked the question about, you know, people bringing their work lives into it, because that's not really the environment that you want that to be normal. So
no, and that is like a cardinal sin, you know, because the way I feel about it is your time. Okay, if you're coming to me for a massage, for a 60-minute massage, you are paying me for those 60 minutes to concentrate on you and your needs. So doing that, emotional dumping on a client, I would literally like have a heart attack and die. And they know that. My team knows that. You know what I mean? And they know, like, you know, I've heard stories, I mean, where people are getting spa treatments and their therapist is like one-handedly texting. I would have a mini heart attack again. Like I'm like, cell phones really in a treatment room? No, that's not okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would have been a bad review if it was someone that was doing that. Like, I don't think I would have like paused about just like lighting that person up. But having the conversation, I was much more like, you know, forgiving on a person-to-person level.
Right, because you're an empathetic human, you know? That's what we do as empaths. I'm an empath too. But I just, there's just a time and place for everything. And that goes along with professionalism and my professional obligation to provide a space for you to come in, because that's what you're paying us for, you know? So we have to honor that, and we have to understand that at this moment in time, your client is what comes first, not you. You know, so.
I mean, you could take this like a whole level deeper, right? I mean, it makes me think of the fact that if I ever have to have surgery, I want to have the surgeon who is like
focused on your surgery.
Very, very focused, clear mind, ready to perform. I don't want the guy who just got into a fight with his wife about something crazy. Yeah, family member died the day before. Something crazy that just completely disrupted the mindset. I don't want that guy.
No, I don't want that guy doing. How confident are you going to be in your surgery?
So it's definitely an interesting point for sure. But I think a good one.
I think it's interesting too, though, because it's just like as small businesses, it's what are the frequencies that these things happen, and what resources do you have to, you know, overcome them? Because I think on paper you can say what you want to be and preach that and try to accommodate that, but also you've got a business to run, and if you have to make these adjustments all the time, you know, you start questioning, do you have the right people? And maybe they're awesome.
Yeah, no,
they do,
totally, absolutely, and you know, your mental health and mental stability, and being able to be a provider that's able to understand the importance of putting themselves to the side when they have, you know, duties to perform and clients to see, because, you know, we get a lot of people that come to the spa that are going through a lot of things that you're not aware of, you know what I mean? So, I mean, and you just don't know, and when you start giving them a massage or giving them that healing touch, and tears start flowing, and you know, you don't know what they've got going on, but usually they're coming to the spa because they have a concern and they need to relieve that stress, and they need to feel that human touch, you know, to you know, get through whatever it may be that they're getting through, you know. So
can I ask a very outside the box question?
It's your show, buddy.
Absolutely.
You do whatever you want.
Ask whatever you want.
This is like going to be completely out there, so sorry for our audience who's going to be like, what is he thinking? Do you have any idea what percentage of clients, like from let's just take a service like a massage, how many of them want to like actually engage in speaking with the masseuse versus just laying there and being completely silent?
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
Well, listen, let's take Clint and Sheena, for instance. I'm like, Clint and Sheena. I'm like, Sheena, do you guys want to be in the same room? She's like, no. He likes to talk. I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, so I think that most clients enjoy that space of silence just because how connected are we in today's world?
Yeah.
Right? You never get that quiet time because we have these little devices that we carry around everywhere and we're always available, right? So a lot of them really appreciate that quiet.
Okay. That's the way I am. When I get a massage, like I want to be like dead silent. Do not say it.
And then you do have those that want to talk. That it relaxes them to be able to just talk during their session. So
is it pretty 50-50 or what?
No, I'm gonna say that it's probably like 80-20, honestly.
Disconnected, 80 disconnected?
I think 80% of the people I would say like that just quiet, you know? How's the pressure?
Have you ever been asked that question before? I like that.
No, actually I haven't.
Yes.
Kind of disappointed me. I thought it would be much more out of the box than that.
Really?
I think that's a pretty in the box question.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't know.
I like.
It's not your typical, it's not your typical business question.
I just want to be like present. Like that's my whole like when I go there because like I don't want to be so relaxed that like I fall asleep and someone wakes me up and says, hey, it's over, because like oh, what was the point? Like I might feel better. Like I want to know that I'm being like relieved, but I want to be able to focus on the fact that I'm being relieved because that's the enjoyment for me. I also have this like fear. I don't like I said I've only ever had two, but it's like a unrealized. Like I'm always afraid to get a massage because it's like for 60 minutes it's like I'm awakened to all the aches and pains and things I feel, and then now as soon as those 60 minutes over, now I'm just going to be aware that I feel like that. You know, it's like it's like I was lying to myself before I got the massage and didn't even know it, and now you've just brought this awareness that I am completely uncomfortable. So it's like maybe I don't want to do that, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. No, I love it. I like the idea of a whole, maybe not a whole day, but like, I mean, that sounds great too, but like an experience, like getting to be able to go there and having a larger amount of time than just what's booked for a massage slot.
Yeah, so I highly recommend the Diddy style package.
Okay, I'm sure that you do.
It's a 2-hour massage, a facial, and you get a bottle of Veuve champagne with cheese
a sucker
and
for
crackers. So it's pretty nice. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I need to get Clint to comp me one. I know. Yeah, we don't talk about that here, but yeah. If I was going to make a purchase from Clint, I feel like he should throw that in. That's what we're saying.
Hey,
Clint, don't mess that up.
When I buy Collin a handbag, I'm saying I should get a Diddy style package.
Do you have like is there like in this game of customer service and the customer experience, there's always some like radical customer experience that you just remember. It was like this crazy story. I'm just curious, is there like some insane customer experience story that you remember over all of these years?
I gotta imagine that there's only one customer that has a spa package named after him.
Actually, there's two.
Okay, good.
Actually, there's two. There's also the Judy. Judy was one of our very first clients ever, and she's amazing. So we have the Judy, and it's a 3-hour massage.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because she could never get enough.
Right. That would be me.
Yes, actually. This is kind of crazy, okay? I own a day spa. We love people, right? We love just harmonious, loving, supporting, unifying.
Even this is really because I'm like calmed by this.
And then all of a sudden, I get this email from this girl. This is years ago, and I'll never forget it. Basically saying she left the nastiest review ever, right? Had never been to my spa. Literally told me that if we would give her a spa package and it was valued at like $350 some, that then she would take she blackmailed me over spa services basically. So she said she would take the review down if we did that. I was like, I could not believe it. Like, I could not believe that somebody would do that. Like, that's a true story. It's crazy. Like,
What did you do? I mean,
what do you mean, what did I do?
did you didn't cave?
I know. I called her out because I was just like,
Did you think
no.
about caving?
Caving?
Yeah, like giving her the package to take it down.
Absolutely
No
not.
way.
I was just
Absolutely
curious.
not.
Never.
No, because her email at the time, what was it? It was like, I get things for free or something like that was her AOL.
Oh,
This is
geez.
back in the AOL days. But yeah, it was
Little
crazy. But I
1916.
I did not cave. And actually, I pursued it through, I don't remember. I mean, it wasn't Google at the time. I don't remember where it was. Maybe, I don't remember what social media platform at the time it was, because it was like way back in the day, and it was like,
MySpace.
not MySpace. I know, I'm thinking MySpace. No, it was like for a business one. I mean, I don't know. How long has Yelp been around?
A bit, yeah.
It's not social media, but
Okay,
like,
yeah.
it's like a review.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, I contacted them, and I mean, I like went after her, like, because I was just like, that is so wrong. And basically, and then what I did was I blasted her. Like, I copied what she had sent me in the email and, posted it, because I was like, this is so wrong. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was really crazy. Being blackmailed over spa services.
I'm interested in
Extortion. Spa service extortion.
Right. I'm interested in your take on that like a little bit further, but just reviews in general in this day. Because what I want to believe is that people have such an amazing experience there. They're getting pampered, that they have nothing bad to say. But I also can imagine scenarios where expectations are so built up that they're maybe impossible to achieve. So how do you navigate this world where people will, maybe not to that extreme, but leave reviews maybe unjust, but maybe they're trying to get something free out of it, or maybe they're being unrealistic in what they're putting because their expectations were too high? And how do you just navigate that from a PR customer service standpoint,
Well,
without devaluing your services?
Right. So, I mean, we are human. Sometimes we do fall short, and I'm the first to own it. You know what I mean? Like, I always try to find out exactly what happened before I make an assumption or before I reach out to the client. But I always try to get, the story from both sides. But I also am really grateful for any feedback, whether it's good or bad, because that's how we grow. But we send out an email with a link to Google reviews, and we do ask that if you feel like you have received less than a 5-star service, to please reach out to us first so we can make it right for you, so we can figure out what we can do to make it right for you before leaving a bad review. Because this is the thing. I had this conversation with my manager the other day, because I was like, so these business reviews, right? They're all reviews about the business, but it's actually maybe a therapist that did something. So it's never just a review about the therapist. It's a business review, So it's like whatever anybody does affects us, right? As a team. So we just always, I'm always open. I always want to hear, and I always want to make it right. Sometimes people's personalities may not jive. You can go and get a massage from somebody and their hands fit amazing. Like, you just have that perfect massage because, your hands and their body just go together perfectly. And then, you might have a massage by somebody that it just wasn't quite the right match, so I want to know, because guess what? I have a ton of therapists. Maybe that particular therapist isn't the right one for you, but I can match you with somebody that might be better.
Right.
So feedback is really important, and I take the good and the bad, and I'm the first one to own it if we have fallen short. Now, yes, there are people that want to complain about every little thing, and, we do our best to accommodate things.
Just kidding.
Luckily, Clint always has a fabulous experience. But yeah, that's how I handle that.
I think there's a difference between maybe not having a 5-star experience, but still being a 5-star business.
Mm-hmm.
And what I think about is, and I think it might be similar to an experience that like you offer in a business like yours, but like I have a lot of friends in the wedding industry, and with that, it's a one-time shot. Like, you hope it's a one-time shot.
Yeah.
Wedding should be the one time, and you go into that with all these expectations, and you want them to be met. And like you said, some things are human, some things are out of your control. If the times I'm thinking of specifically recently that I've heard of are like florals that didn't come out the way that they were supposed to. And it gets to a point where it's like the day of, and there's only so much that can be done.
Right.
And those things happen. But what's important to me, and I say this as a consumer, but also as somebody that's had to do the mediation with reviews and run business and stuff like that before, is like it's not so much that they happen, it's how is it handled. And
correct.
And when you've got a one-shot thing like a wedding, like you can't go back and fix it. But you have opportunities to show that you care, show that you're apologetic, make it right in the end.
Absolutely.
And so leaving a review like, I didn't have a 5-star experience this time, but I worked with Collin and his team, and they're absolutely a 5-star business, and I would absolutely recommend them to you, I think is a very fine review to leave. But I think it starts with what you said, is like you've got to try to work it out with the management and owners first.
Exactly. Give us an opportunity to make it right. That's what I wish people would do, before just leaving a review that can really damage that rating that you've worked so hard to get, right? In fact, I'll give you a little story. 3 days ago, I got a 3-star review. I'm like, I've been getting so many 5-star reviews, I couldn't believe it.
Right.
I was like, what? And so I had my manager call her because she didn't leave any comment. And when she left, she was super happy and she tipped. And
so it was just one of those blank, like so-and-so left 3 stars and there's no.
So I was just
Why do people do that?
I don't know. So I'm like, I need to know. I need to know why she felt that we were just a 3-star, that she, her service was just 3 stars. So I had my manager reach out to her, you know what I mean? And so we're going to figure it out, and we're going to work it out, and we're going to make it right, because I want you to have a good experience every time. That is our goal, It's
definitely tough. Like,
it is.
I don't think we all know what the keyboard warrior is, and it's a lot easier to leave. You leave a negative review for every bad experience, but how many positive experiences do you have that you leave a positive review and it's severely skewed, right.
Yes.
and that needs to be better. But I think we're all guilty of that.
Yes.
To some levels, but it's definitely it's one of those things that I think every business owner, manager encounters, is that review game, and there's the idea of being slave to the review. You don't want to like give away your whole, start giving away stuff for free on no premise. I think I go back to early on, and when Collin was grooming me, might be the best way to, but like, he did a good job of instilling us, like, whether it's $1, first was core values, like whatever decision you make, if it's on the core values, I might at the end of the day educate you on how I would have made that decision. But if you made them based on this, then I'm never going to penalize you.
Right.
And then we put a dollar amount to this, saying, hey, if you've got to make a customer service decision that's under this threshold, then just go ahead and make it. You don't have to get supervision.
Right.
And then as I got to be general manager and CEO, he started telling me, like, how do you value your time? And I started looking at things from a different lens, and it was like, I could spend 2 hours going through this and arguing with a customer because I know that they don't really have a leg to stand on, but that's 2 hours of my time at this value, when I could go out and get a sale, 3 sales in that time, that will completely erase this. And so sometimes it's just easier to bite your tongue and give them what you want. But even in doing that, it's how do you make sure that they know there's still strength there, that you're not going to let them do this all the time, that whether it's a note on file or
we just choose our words very carefully, and we always choose kindness. You can be very kind but also truthful, right? And I reply to every single review personally. That's something that I take super serious, and so I'm committed to making sure that, you're getting what you're supposed to get. Now, there are those that are just out there to get free
Of
stuff,
course, right.
unfortunately. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is. But you can pretty much, you can figure that
suss
out
those
real
out.
quick.
I'm going to leave you a 1-star review if you do not give me a massage for
Hey,
free.
listen, I have been threatened before.
So I was going to ask one more on that front before I let Collin.
I wanted to, dude, I'm super proud of you. That was like,
Oh, for actually learning something from you? Yeah, I'm proud of you
I
too.
was like listening to you go off this. I'm like, wow, like I did a really good job. Somebody come over here and pat me on the back.
There you go.
Heck
I
yeah,
know.
because we never get that, do we?
No, never.
And
I was like,
I'll tell you, I don't either.
I'm like, wow, man.
I know.
I'm like, good job.
So I'll let Collin jump back in after this one, but have you ever had to fire a customer?
Yes, absolutely.
What was that like? Was it like a crazy experience, or was it just somebody that was just you could never make happy?
It was a little bit of a crazy experience, and it was somebody that, was just never happy. Nothing we did was good enough. So I kindly told them that, unfortunately, I didn't think that Spa Royale was the best spa for them, and I wish them well in finding their new home.
Do you reserve the power to fire a customer?
Yes.
Like, is it just you on your whole team, or do you have management that's able to do it too?
Oh
or?
no, management's able to do it. We have this really cool feature on our software. It's actually a red hand. Stop. Restricted.
That's great.
We actually have to wrap up.
Oh, well, damn.
Like, you went about
Didn't
it
mean to
really,
run away
really
with
quick.
it.
No, it was awesome.
Went
it was
quick,
great,
quick.
great conversation. Where can our audience connect with you? Where can they, buy from you? I mean, you have a website full of services and these boxes, and I mean, what's the best way to connect?
So, Instagram is where I live. It's Spa Royale Day Spa. Facebook Spa Royale. My spa.
And that's, don't forget the E on Royale.
That's right. Don't forget the E on Royale. But yeah,
SpaRoyale.com.
SpaRoyale.net.
.net
Yep.
is where you can book services.
Yep, you can book services.
We highly recommend the Clint,
The Diddy style.
the Diddy style package.
Get it right. Diddy style. The one and only.
That's awesome.
Hey, and guess what? London, their baby. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah, she is.
She's got her own roll at Fuji Sushi. It's called the London roll.
I did see that too. I thought you were going to tell me she has her own massage package too, and I was like, what is that like?
She will.
She will. I know she will. You're going to start doing like infant massages, toddler massages. Clint and Sheen will be the ones that make that happen, I'm sure.
It's awesome.
That entrepreneurial
would.
spirit.
They would, yeah.
I love it. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show. This was awesome.
Aw, thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you coming. And, mad love to James Leitner, Sarah Lentz, and my co-host, Michael Dees.
Yes, sir.
For all of your hard work. Really appreciate it. And if you guys were driving and didn't have a chance to write down the information of our incredible sponsors that make this show possible, not a problem. Go to whoagnv.com/sponsors. Or simply click the link in the show notes of this episode. And you guys, this podcast episode is coming to you because of our incredible friends at Dar Shakow Insurance. The Dar Shakow Insurance crew takes care of all the insurance needs for our companies and for all of my needs personally as well. They just got me a discount on my auto insurance because they were able to bundle it with my homeowner's insurance. Let's go. As a business owner and this bundling and all the
I
insurance.
love it. I'm all about it.
Gotta do it. Do you have an umbrella policy? I've seen John Dar posting a lot about umbrella policies lately. So if you don't, make sure you give them a call today. We're so grateful for these guys. So be sure to check them out for all of your insurance needs by visiting them at darshakowinsurance.com or give them a call at 352-338-0552. And of course, like I said, their link is in our show notes. So if it's easier for you guys to go to the show notes, do that. Or you can just go to whoagnv.com/sponsors. You'll see a link right there to Dar Shakow Insurance. We got you guys all taken care of. And make sure when you give them a shout, you say, I heard you on the WHOA GNV podcast. The podcast bringing you businesses and individuals that make you go,
Whoa.
Whoa.
whoa. We will see you later. Bye.